Hi everyone, Alina here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's been such a long day. I woke up really early this morning and traveled 100 kilometers to my parents to help them harvest their cherries. They have a few cherry trees and they had a big harvest, so I tried to help them to harvest as much as possible before the cherries drop from the cherry tree. And on my way back I took the scenic route, which took me through a few villages, which was so peaceful and nice, and it just reminded me of my college days when I used to take that road a lot. It was a nice travel. So on my way back, I just want to show you, on my way back I passed through a few villages, and one of the high tunnels, in every village there are plenty farmers, and in one of the villages there was a farmer with a high tunnel next to the roadside. So this farmer still had the shop open, because they usually sell outside their farm. And I just want to show you what a nice load of plants I found, because I got so excited. So I'm just gonna use my kids' drawing table as a stand for now. I found Foxglove, which is a biennial plant, but the farmer told me this plant, a particular variety, might be perennial. I do not know what to say, because I know usually this one sells seeds, and the next year you only get the foliage, and only the second year you get the flowers. This one is already in bloom, looking very nicely. Maybe it truly is a perennial, and I'll get next year the same beautiful blooms. But even if it's not, maybe in the area where I'm trying to put it, I can actually make a small foxglove bed. Then I found this spotted petunia. None of the farmers here work with certified branded variety, but they all have beautiful and healthy plants. This one is actually black petunia, which I think for a very light color soil like we have might be a nice contrast, even though the foliage should cover all the soil. And this one actually looks like a night with a lot of stars, right? Look at this one, even darker with a lot of spots. Then I found lobelia. I took 6 of these, and these double petals petunia as well. So I have a few varieties. I wanted to show you this one, just a second. So this one is just one plant in one pot, and you can see, maybe there are 2, but there's a spotted purple, a spotted pink, variegated pink and white, and a true white. I have to check exactly, are there 1 or 2 plants? 1 second, let me, because there might be still 2 plants. Yeah, there are 2 plants, because otherwise how could there be spotted with variegated? I'll show you where I want to put these. I will tackle first the foxglove, because as you know, this is toxic. The leaves are very toxic to humans and children and pets, and the flowers as well. So I just want to get those in the ground. I'll plant those in a very high ground so the kids can't reach. So let me show you where I plan to place the 3 foxgloves. It's a long story. But then let me show you first. When we first moved to this property, the ground level in our garden is really low compared to the ground level in our neighbor's garden. Our neighbor's garden has the ground around the level of my hand right here, and to minimize this high wall in between our two properties, I asked my husband to make me like a raised bed type of lower hedge around this corner of our yard. Don't mind very much how messy it is, because I use it as a compost pile. Meaning every time I pull out weeds, I just throw them here, as I know they will dry out, and eventually I can put some more soil inside and create an actual pretty bed. What I want to do is to cover this wall, which looks really ugly at the moment, as well as this wall. The intention is to cover it with like cement, with sand, and it just gets nicely done. But until we get that done, I postponed planting a lot of stuff because I want the workers to easily access it. I couldn't help myself to buy this salix, which is grafted. It's grafted in that point, and has the pink tips for the new growth. I just couldn't help myself. I apologize. It's gonna be harder in this area to finish the wall, but yeah. So until we actually get the walls done, I want to make things pretty with plants that are not so fussy. So I have the foxgloves here. In the back I planted yesterday an Alcea double rose, which should grow really high. And here I have two pampas grasses. So side note, I have a potato here. This happens because I also throw out kitchen scraps in this raised bed wannabe. And might have been a very teeny tiny potato, or a wrinkled potato or something, and it just rose here. So I'm gonna leave it for now. And I also have a little onion which I also will leave, because hey, if I can harvest an onion and a few potatoes out of this makeshift raised bed, why not? Just for an idea of how high the soil is inside. The idea in the end, I want to put in it's another 10 centimeters of really good gardening soil. But in the meantime, I throw out here all sorts of weeds and grasses and kitchen scraps and so on. Let me give you a tour. This Alcea should grow quite fast, quite tall soon, and in front of it the Foxglove, which is already blooming, looks really nice. This spot in my garden gets a lot of sun, which is something this Foxglove loves a lot. To put this one behind the pampas grass, because I think the pampas will take a while until it reaches a reasonable height, and in the meantime it just, in my opinion, gives a little bit more layering to this spot. as these are more to the front and this one is a little bit in the back. Hopefully the Alcia will pick up some speed and start growing faster and taller soon. I just planted this yesterday. So let me show you another few plants I coming to my petunias, small petunias that I bought. I'll run you through all the designs because right there in the high tunnel I picked all the petunias that I liked. They only had a few of each variety. It's starting to rain again. The humidity has been the worst for the past couple of days. And a new set of rain, which I don't mind because, hey, I don't have to water. But I would have really loved to plant somewhere now. Let me show you just real quick what I bought. So this bed I also have here, again, my raised bed. I have here some strawberries. They produced quite nicely this year, and 3 plants. 3 are like darker spotted petunias, and this one might be a Calibrachoa, I don't know. And this one is even lighter than this one, but I think together it can work. I also bought these 3 dark. Yeah, I also have coloring things in my raised bed because why not? Hey, why not? It rained and yesterday the kids played with the coloring set a little bit, and yeah, they colored on themselves, on the walls, on the ground, on the stones, on everything. And at some point we had to take a break, and I had no place to hide them, and no way was I ever going to take those inside, so I just place them there. I'll have to move them as it's starting to rain. They'll get really soggy again. I digress. Let me get back to my business. So I only found one of the double-sided, petaled petunia, and I'm thinking this one to plant. Let me show you in this corner of this flower bed, as it's quite empty and it's just one, just to test how it's performing. Other gassing. Is it too much? Because I have the yellow, purple, pinks over there. I'm not gonna lie to you, today planting has not been easy. Let me just last place I planted, I purchased 2 campanulas or campanulas. I had these 2 from a previous load when I purchased the begonias, and this one I had since last year, and it's doing really great in this spot because of the sun exposure. The flowers are really light, even though they were this shade of purple when I purchased them. So in the end these 2 will be one variety, these 2 a different variety, and I'm pretty sure this one is a totally different one from the previous 2. I'll have 3 campanula varieties in this place, but I think with the lavender on these sides and the daylilies, which in that yellow bring a nice contrast, this place will look really nice. I'm thinking to bring, I planted some creeping phlox, which lost all its flowers, and right now is trying to put as much growth for the next year. I'm thinking to bring the black petunias over here, just to have a darker contrast to the very light area. Real quickly, I'll show you another petunia I bought from this farmer. I purchased 3 pots of this double petal petunia. I think the flower looks really nice with the dark pink, almost fuchsia, and the white. Look at it from afar. I think it will look really nicely. And I also bought 2 of the purple double petal petunia. These were bigger pots. I can't show them to you all at once, but just as a side note. So planting today is really hard, maybe because I woke up really early in the morning. On top of that, the humidity is horrific. I do not know how other people in tropical areas deal with this type of humidity. It's just a full disaster. Thank you all for joining me to plant these plants. I'm gonna just go inside and take a shower. It's a disaster with the humidity today. Until next time, bye bye.